Hello, I'm Donna Bush with your Wednesday CIGTV News Update, community headlines, and weather forecasts. It's been almost 1 year since His Excellency Governor Martin Roper arrived here in the Cayman Islands. On October 29th, His Excellency celebrates his 1-year anniversary as Cayman Islands Governor. In an interview with CIGTV, Governor Roper talks candidly about the Cayman kindness shown towards him and his wife Lissy, some of his favorite moments, and his role as head of national security. We also spoke about having a regiment set up in the Cayman Islands and why the idea was born.
Yeah, I mean, the idea is simply, for me, really about disaster preparedness. So what we will try and do is we'll start small, but maybe we can build up next year a troop of sort of 30 to 35 people initially who would go back to the UK and get sort of training from Sandhurst, the UK's top military training establishment, probably in engineering, as engineers. So for example, if we were to have a hurricane here and we didn't want to wait for the Royal Navy ship to come and clear the airport, you would have people here already trained who could go to the airport and clear that and enable aircraft to land sort of straight away. So I think it adds a huge amount to our disaster preparedness to have a regiment, a bit like Bermuda has got the Bermuda Regiment, and that's been able to do great things in Bermuda when they've had, perhaps not hurricanes recently, but they've had tropical storms which have done damage, and their regiment has been able to get straight out there and do things that your police and your fire service and your ambulance services don't have the skills to do. Right. So I think that's a key objective, which I think is a win-win for the islands, for the UK, and that force could then also be at the service of other territories and other countries in the region, a bit like sending our helicopter to the Bahamas. Mm-hmm. So that for me is the immediate short-term goal, and I think everyone on the islands could recognise that actually would be something very valuable and worth having.
And you can join us on October 29th for more on our interview with His Excellency. Meantime, the CIG Wellness Committee is in full preparation mode for the upcoming annual Sports Day. Scheduled for Friday, November the 1st, hundreds of civil servants will sign up to compete and win in various activities being held at the Truman Bodden Stadium. The idea is to continue efforts to get civil servants healthy and active. Now, the day will also provide public sector workers the chance to build camaraderie and, of course, their wellness. Those who sign up will take part in various types of races, including egg and spoon races, the 100-meter, tug of war, and much more. Well, tomorrow, October 24th, is World Polio Day, and the Rotary Club of Grand Cayman Sunrise will mark historic progress towards a polio-free world while urging the community to help end this paralyzing disease. Now, the club, along with the Public Health Department, is holding an event which is among thousands to be held by Rotary clubs around the world on the day. The event will take place at the Georgetown Hospital Atrium. That's on October 24th, tomorrow, from 6:15 in the evening to 7 p.m. There'll be an online video update by Rotary International on its efforts to eradicate polio globally. And the idea, of course, is to raise awareness and support to the end to polio, a vaccine-preventable disease that still threatens children in parts of the world. Turning now to a story making headlines at Radio Cayman, Foster's 60,000 square foot new supermarket is set to open in Cayman Bay next week. Foster's broke ground on the largest location yet for the local chain back in May, and on October 31st at 10:30 in the morning, Foster's Cayman Bay will open its doors to the public. In a press release, marketing senior manager Julian Foster says, "We've gone the extra mile to ensure customers can not only find what they need, but what also everything that they want." And in today's Cayman Compass story, it was a night of fun and friendship for Cayman seniors as they took part in an annual bingo extravaganza that all happened Saturday at the Lions Center. The event was part of the Department of Children and Family Services Older Persons Month celebrations and was held in partnership with the Lions Club of Grand Cayman.
A fun time was on the cards for Cayman seniors Saturday at the Lions Center as they gathered for the annual Older Persons Month Bingo Extravaganza.
This is a wonderful opportunity for the seniors to come out, see their friends, interact, socialize with different people. They're having a lot of fun. They're doing island tours, we're doing different activities that they enjoy. And we're reminiscing about the past and the yesteryears, and that's something that the seniors always enjoy.
That's Shireen Barnes, a social worker with the Department of Children and Family Services. The DCFS team has been working with the Lions Club of Grand Cayman to stage the much-deserved annual social night for seniors.
We owe them everything. They're the foundation of our societies, they're the trailblazers. They lay a foundation for us, and we have to honor them and include them in everything that we do in the society.
The bingo night also featured special prizes sponsored by CUC, and the company's VP of Finance and Finance Services, Leticia Lawrence, was on hand to join in a game or two of bingo with the seniors.
Many of the persons who started at CUC were former seamen, and they went from the seaman tradition and they came to work for CUC. And without the contributions of those individuals, CUC would not be the company that it is today. So in recognition again of our retirees and the contribution of older persons generally throughout the community, CUC is very happy to sponsor this event.
Lions Club of Grand Cayman President Cordella Cholette says bingo night was a special event for the club members as well as the seniors.
I think it's important because we have seen over the past years, that we have a lot more persons now that fit into that category of the older person, and there's not a lot of things that are available to the older person. So we look forward to this time of the year where we can do something with them and for them.
For Cayman's seniors like Deniston Tibbetts, bingo night was much more than a night out on the town.
The seniors need to come out because we need to be together. Life is short.
Reshma Raghunath reporting for the Cayman Compass.
And you can go online to both the Radio Cayman and Cayman Compass websites for more daily community news headlines. Finally, a look at today's forecast from the Cayman Islands National Weather Service. Moderate easterly winds and seas are expected across the Cayman area for the next 24 hours as a high-pressure system builds over the eastern United States. Radar images show isolated showers in and around the Cayman area that's moving towards the west-southwest. The National Weather Service in Miami says a tropical wave is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms over the Yucatan Peninsula, Belize, and the adjacent waters of the northwestern Caribbean Sea and the southern southwestern Gulf of Mexico. And back here at home, today's high temperature reached 90 degrees Fahrenheit. The forecast calls for partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers and possible thunder. Winds are from the east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots with higher gusts. Seas are moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. And for a look at your daily and weekly forecast, remember to go online to weather.gov.ky for the very latest forecast, which can also be found on their Facebook page and on the Weather Radio dial 107.9 FM. Remember, you can also download the National Weather Service's app, CINWS, to have the very latest in local weather. And that's the latest from us here at CIG Television. To see what's on programming, you can go online to gis.gov.ky. Be sure to click on the bottom of the home page on the publications icon. Thank you very much for joining us here on the CIG TV News Update for today. Have a safe and wonderful night, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.
Oh, the welcome I've received to the Cayman Islands has been absolutely incredible. The old adage of Caymanian hospitality I've found in the workplace, both in Cayman Islands Fire Service, in Cayman Islands Government, and the residents as I've settled in and found a house to live in. So I've been over the moon actually, and I'm really feeling quite settled even though I've only been here 3 weeks. I really do want to provide a message around the deputies who have stepped up and taken on more responsibility since the last chief left in February 2018. I think they've done a smashing job with the senior management team, and it's a fantastic time to be joining Cayman Islands Fire Service with lots going on. We've gone through a procurement process and we're going to get some world-class fire trucks which will be delivered next year. There's also new personal protective equipment for all of our firefighting staff, bringing them up to date there. And we've got some state-of-the-art new breathing apparatus arriving in the service shortly, and some excellent new cutting gear that battery operated and will really support our operations at road traffic collisions, which seem quite prevalent, and road safety will be a priority for the service. So from me, it's a huge thanks to Deputy Chief Elliott, Deputy Chief Charlton and Deputy Chief Ebanks, as well as the senior management teams for all that they've done in that intervening period before I've taken up my role as the Interim Fire Chief. Okay, so what I'm really hoping to do here is share my 30 years UK Fire and Rescue Service experience and really support the development of officers both at a senior level and throughout the fire service. I certainly believe in a workplace culture where we value people and we value their development, we succession plan, we talent spot, and we ensure that we have people with the appropriate qualifications and development so that they feel valued and they can add value to the organisation and take us forward through a period of transition as we aim to support the Deputy Governor's vision of a world-class civil service. My working style is that I'm a real people-focused leader. I believe that 85% of the budget is salary, and therefore if we can get the best out of the people, make them feel comfortable in the workplace, let them be themselves, then we'll have a successful organisation. I've been described as firm but fair. I think that's really important to understand because, you know, as well as my focus on people's development, I also will insist on safe systems of work. The operational arena is a dangerous arena, and therefore it's absolutely critical that crews are deployed and they maintain those safe systems of work to protect themselves and to protect the public that we do serve. Yeah, I guess people will be surprised to hear that as I move about there'll be plenty of opportunities to meet staff because I will be a regular visit to stations both here and on the sister islands. That really supports my leadership style of people-centred leadership. But I guess that's an opportunity for me to cook. I'm a really keen cook. I was on the UK MasterChef programme in 2014, which is a really enjoyable yet scary experience because of the pressure. But yeah, really looking forward to doing some cooking for my staff and letting them taste a little bit of some of my recipes.
Did you know your mailing address details on your land register must be up to date in order to receive notices on new development which may impact you? Visit Lands and Survey Department to check your mailing address is correct. Did you know that walls, fences located along the road require planning permission no matter the height? You should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required. Did you know that fences and walls within the high water setback require planning permission no matter the height? You should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required.
The Department of Environmental Health provides residential garbage collection services to an estimated 14,000 Cayman Islands households each week. You may wonder how it is that our collectors are able to adequately cover these routes given our limited resources. The answer partly depends on you. By making sure that your garbage is appropriately packaged and easily accessible to our collectors, you will aid the pickup process and ensure efficient garbage collections. Here are a few valuable tips that will steer you in the right direction. Place bagged garbage into your garbage container on the evening before your scheduled pickup day. Bags should weigh less than 40 pounds and garbage containers should have a maximum capacity of 33 gallons. Our collectors will not collect garbage bags and bins that are too heavy. Only use garbage containers constructed from sturdy materials such as metal or plastic. Your garbage container must also have a tightly fitted cover and easy to grip handles. To avoid spillage and limit access to animals, we also recommend that you store garbage bins inside an enclosure. A single garbage enclosure should have minimum dimensions of 2 feet 6 inches by 2 feet 6 inches. All enclosures should be a minimum of 6 inches from the ground. Any enclosure that is higher than 3 feet tall must have a door, or collectors are unable to collect the garbage if the enclosure is too high. Place garbage containers or enclosures at the front or side of the property in an area that is easily accessible to the collectors. Our collectors will not pick up any items that are outside the trash container. Please remember to return garbage containers to the enclosure or its original position as soon as possible after collection has taken place.
Avoid placing the following items in your household garbage containers: construction and demolition debris, vegetative and household hazardous waste, bulk waste items, hot coals, and grease. You may bring these items to the Georgetown landfill, which is located at Seymour Drive and open from 7:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Monday to Saturdays. You can also take small quantities of garbage to the 24-hour drop-off site located at the entrance of the landfill. Always pour plenty of water on hot coals to make sure they are completely out before disposing of them inside the landfill.
The DEH provides free curbside bulk waste pickup once per year. Bulk items may include old furniture and appliances, tires, and metal items. Place bulk items out on the curbside once the DEH has announced its annual bulk waste pickup schedule. You may, however, hire DEH to pick up your bulk waste throughout the year at a cost of $75 per load. When you follow these tips, you will help to maintain the efficiency of the DEH collections program. For more information on proper waste handling or to report uncollected garbage, please give us a call at 949-6696 or send an email to dehcustomerservice@gov.ky.
The Esterly-Tibbetts Highway 3-lane roundabout is ready for drivers. It's time to make sure you know how to use it. First, know which exit you need to take. Pay attention to lane arrows and signs. Make sure you use your signal to change lanes or exit the roundabout. To turn left, you always approach in the left-hand lane and indicate left. To drive straight ahead, you need to be looking out for signs and road markings indicating which lane to use. Get in one of the lanes marked with a straight-through arrow. If turning right, you must use the right-hand lane and indicate accordingly. To use the roundabout safely, remember these 3 tips. Know your exit, pick your lane, and signal to make your turn.
Join Donna Bush weekdays at 6 p.m. for the CIGTV News Update. Get the latest on what's happening in government on a daily basis. News Update first at 6 p.m.
Do you have a business in the tourism industry? The Cayman Islands Department of Tourism wants you to get listed on their website. Visit CaymanIslands.com. It's absolutely free and will give your business added exposure on the #1 visited tourism site for the Cayman Islands. Learn more and get listed at www.visitcaymanislands.com/sign up. That's www.visitcaymanislands.com/sign up. Deadline is August 15th for all submissions. Don't wait. Sign up today.
Did you know that planning permission is required for a shed? Did you know you should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required?